Hello everyone, ma'am. Today we're going to present chapter 12. So let's start. So we want to fraud detection focus. What is the fictitious vendors that we want to audit? So the first one is payment to fictitious vendors are a prevalent form of fraud where a fake vendor is created and established as a legitimate supplier in the victim organization record. So these schemes often involve collusion among individuals within the organization, such as the purchasing agent and the receiving clerk. The fraudster submits fraudulent invoice from the fictitious vendors, which are processed by the victim's company's account payable system. These invoices are carefully matched with fabricated purchase orders and receiving report to create the appearance of legitimate transactions. The next one is test for duplicate payments in in employees. So basically, we want to find the duplicates with the same employee number, with the same name, same address, and so on, and the same name with different mailing address, and the same mailing address with different employee names. Some duplicate record detected in the search will be due to the natural phenomena. However, it need to analysis further review.
An additional explanation to why we only focus on two is that in regards to lapping accounts receivable, there are no supporting files in order to support the analysis or the test, so we're only focusing on two. And for the duplicate payments, you're also going to be only looking at the employee file.
Okay, so in this part of our video, we're going to conduct ACL to detect fraud on the payments to fictitious vendors. So first, we're going to go to the vendor table.
Vendor.
And we will join the vendor table with the employee table. Secondary table, employee. Okay, so the primary key will be the street, the secondary, and then the secondary key will be the employee address.
Okay, employee address. Okay, make sure that the length is the same. Make sure first. Length.
Length, yeah.
Yes, 40. Press okay. On primary keys.
Length, here. To the right.
At the bottom. The bottom.
Two.
Street.
Oh.
Ke bawah. Yeah, 40
okay,
also.
already the same.
Okay, so next, for the primary fields, we're gonna select VIN number, street name, street name,
Zip.
yes,
Huh?
zip, and city. Okay.
Misclick.
Okay.
And secondary field would be
last name, first name, and then job, and then working department,
work depth. Work depth.
and the last will be sex. Okay.
Okay, and then pre-sort, and then pre-sort, and then
Pre-sort.
okay.
Main
then
to fake vendors.
Fake underscore.
Huh?
Fake underscore vendors.
Press
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so from this we can see that there are 2 employees that has the same address and has the same address as the vendors. We can see that there is James Walker and Marilyn Skelton with the employee number of vendor number of 11663 and 11435. So from this, we need to take note of this in order to conduct future tests and make sure that the amounts that they have taken from the company is significant or not. Okay. Next. So for the next one, we're going to further investigate on these two. First, we're going to open purchase orders.
Yes.
I'm going to open a purchase order, and then we're going to go to analyze and then classify on vendor number. Classify on vendor number, and then the subfields would be extended cost. Extended cost, yes. Extended cost, okay. And then make sure output is already appearing. Okay. That's okay. Okay, so from the previous one, we've got 11665. So
11663.
Oh, 11663. Okay, so from this we can see that.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So from this we can see that. Okay, maybe you can count the records, analyze, and then count records. Okay, and then we can see that out of the 331 records, transactions, there are 22 transactions that have been made to James Walker or this vendor. So the amount of this, we can go back to classify. Go back to that classify. Okay, so there have been 22 transactions, and the total amount is 64,000, which is a lot. And going to the count of field, we can see that it takes up to 21% of the total transactions, or the total amount of transactions. So we have figured out that Walker is already making transactions and already making profit out of himself, disguising as like a fake vendor. And maybe you can go back to fake vendor again. Fake vendor again. The next number is 11435. Go back to classify. 11435. Look for 11435. 11435. Okay, so for 11435, 11435, there are only 2 transactions that are made to this vendor. So we can say that the severity of this fraud is not as severe as the one that it was did by 11663 or James Walker. So yeah, but this is not an indication that the auditor should not investigate more. So as an auditor, we need to investigate both transactions, both fake vendors.
Okay, so next, we're going to open the purchase orders again. Purchase orders. And then we're going to join the tables again, but then for this section, we're going to join it with the voucher pay.
Okay.
Join data.
Data. Join
tables. Voucher pay. Voucher pay. Okay. So for the primary key, primary and secondary key will be PO num.
PO num. We'll look at length first. Look at the length. The length is 5. Okay. And then for the secondary key, look at the length. That's the start. Look at the length. It's already 5. Okay. Okay. Next, primary fields. Primary fields will be vendor number, then num quantity, and then product, and then also extended cost. Yes, extended cost, okay. And then for the secondary field, it would be full amount, and then PO number, and then voucher number. Okay, press OK to, let's say this is PO underscore voucher.
Underscore font.
Voucher. Press OK. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Alright.
okay, yes.
Okay, so in order to find more errors in this, we're gonna do some additional tests. So maybe we can analyze and then classify it on voucher number. On voucher number. And then for the subtotal fields, you can do maybe full amount and then extended costs. Yes, okay. Okay, so as you can see here from like the count of the voucher number, there are some voucher numbers that are used two times instead of one time, because most of the voucher numbers and the general qualification for voucher numbers that it needs to be only used one time instead of two times. So there may be an indication of like fraud in the voucher records. And also going back to the PO voucher, as you can see in the extended cost, you block that one. Okay, there are some costs that has a negative. Yes, there are some costs that has a negative amount. So this also may be an indication of like fraud or just any anomaly. Next.
Okay, so next we're going to join this PO voucher table with the rec report. Join table. Join with the rec report. Okay, with the rec report. Yes, and then the primary key and the secondary key will be PO num. Oh, remove the ext cost. Okay. And the secondary key will be PO num. For the primary fields, it will be full amount, quantity, and PO num. Remove the ext cost. And the for the secondary fields, it's going to be quantity, product, PO num, and product. Okay. Okay. Presort and to what will be the name?
Maybe we can do
just PO voucher rec.
yes.
PO voucher rec.
PO voucher rec. Or report maybe.
Yeah, or report.
PO voucher report.
Report. Okay. Okay. Okay, so as we can see here, there's two quantity, right? So we're going to analyze whether the quantity in this first column and in the second column is equal. So maybe we can rename first for the first column into maybe quantity received. Rename.
Data.
Oh.
Quantity received.
Yes.
With D.
It's fine.
Okay.
Received.
Okay. Received.
And
then the second quantity too, just immediately. Quantity actual. Okay. Check mark.
check mark, green check mark.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Go back.
X.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I think we need to redo the join, and I think it's fine if we don't do the
Rename?
The rename.
Okay.
Go back to PO voucher. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Go back to PO voucher and then data, and then join it again with rec report.
Yeah. join record report. The primary key both is PO_num. For the primary fields will be full amount, quantity, and PO_num. Okay. For the secondary fields will be quantity, product, and PO_num. Okay. 2. PO voucher report. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we will just like immediately enter the filter whether the first column of the quantity and the second column of quantity is equal. Okay.
What's that one?
Quantity not equals to second quantity. Okay. Okay, so maybe we can analyze and count records. Okay, so there are actually 23 records out of 290 that we find that the quantity is not the same. So I think this is like one of the frauds.
Yeah, this can be analyzed. So because there may be kind of like quantities that are missing, or maybe like taken in distribution, or maybe taken in warehouse. So there may be it is not a direct indication of fraud. It's kind of like it's also kind of an indication of error, but it does not disclose the it does not kind of like indicate the direct or ultimate indication of fraud. It can be anything else, but if an auditor wants to start in regards to the number of quantities that are received and then the ones that are actually in the warehouse, this can be a starting point. So next one, we're going to analyze the cash payments to vendors. So maybe the next one we can go to check register. Yes, so after check register, we're going to analyze and then count records for, okay. Source already entered 312. And then filter with, just make the filter with vendor number equals 11663. So we're gonna go back to the James Walker. Okay, don't use the apostrophe. Just yes. So this is what we have also done before. The amount of transactions that are sent to James Walker is how many? 22, I think, before. 22 before. So this is just kind of like a detailed. 21. A detailed information of the check numbers and the voucher numbers that has been sent to James Walker or vendor number 11663, and also the pay date. And okay, maybe we can like total fields again. Block the check number, and then analyze total fields. Okay, we have found 1,403. Okay, check. Okay. Oh, check amount, uncheck.
Yeah, check amount, not check number.
Check amount.
Yeah. Okay.
82,568.16. So that is a lot when in compared to the overall amount sent to the vendors. Next.
Okay, so for the next, the last part is we're going to open a voucher pay again, and then we're going to analyze, classify on VIN number, and the fields we're going to add all. At all? Yeah.
Oh,
At all? Okay. Okay. Okay, in this part we're going to go down and search for 11663 again. Yeah. We can see yeah. This is like basically again the transactions that is made by Walker.
Yeah, so going back to the okay, so going back to the previous findings that we have found, this is also a listing of what of the payment according including the invoices, the full amount, the discount amount, due date, and check number. This is just a more comprehensive listing of what's going on with James Walker's case and James Walker's fraud.
okay. So basically, we're going to analyze the duplicates on employees. First, we need to find duplicates on. First, we need to find the duplicates on other employee numbers between employee numbers, and we found that there are no duplicates in this particular duplicates. And the second one is we want to find is there any duplicates between the name and the employee address, and there are no duplicates exist in this table. When we next one we want to find the duplicates between employee address and the first name of employee and last name of employees. From what we found, there are two duplicates of the same address with the different employees' name. However, we assume that this is not significant enough to be immaterial, because we assume that maybe two people live in one roof. Okay.
So I think
I think
that's
that's
it
all.
for chapter 12. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.